Hello, hello, hello. Hi, my name is Garth Prince, and I'm so excited to be your special guest for Kids Up Front. And yeah, so who am I? Garth Prince. If you haven't met me yet, I usually travel between schools, doing concerts, performances for elementary and junior high schools. So I do full out sort of concerts, sometimes with a band. Other times I do workshops where I teach some skills, could be drumming, movement, kind of dancing, singing, xylophones, all of these things. These are I'm so honored to call it my job. Like, that's my job. I get to do music every single day. And I'm coming to you here from my studio in Treaty 6 territory. It's the capital city of Alberta. So I am in Edmonton, and this is basically just, I'm just at home. This is where I work from now, but before COVID happened, I was traveling. So I would normally go to I don't know, Lethbridge, Grand Prairie, Calgary, places like that. I would normally go and do some performances. So I guess the question is, what am I gonna do with you? You're gonna get to see the things that nobody gets to see, and that is, you're gonna get to see behind the scenes of Garth Prince, and what does it take to be able to work, especially in a digital environment like this. Like, what kind of equipment does it take? Also, I'm going to teach you a song, if I haven't done this at your school yet. It's called Dumela Kaufela. So I'm gonna do 4 sections of it. So every day that you see me, so for the next couple of weeks, I'll be going over a little bit of that song. So I won't do like the whole song today, because I want to go over some other little skills too. So let me recap. We're doing three things in every workshop. Number 1, we're gonna go over a little bit of a song, from a traditional song from Namibia. That's where I grew up. So we're gonna go over that. Number 2, we're gonna touch on a basic skill that I think that you should know, like an actual musical skill. For example, today I'm going over drumming and how to practice drumming even if you don't have a drum. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, every time we'll do is we'll go over a little bit of technology and what kind of technology goes into working in the music industry or in the entertainment industry. Okay, so I'll get started with going over the song Dumela Kaufela. Now, it's a fun song, but there's a dance break, a section in the middle, and I'll start off today by just teaching you that dance break. That's all. It's very easy. So what I ask is, wherever you are, whether you're at home or whether, doesn't really matter where you are. You could be in a nice open space somewhere, in a classroom. It does, wherever you are, please stand up. And then what I'd like you to do is to take your chair and push it in or out of the way. So my chair is back here. See? So what I do is I push my chair in. Now, if you're shorter than your chair, then you might have to push the chair to a side. Okay? So that's what you do first. So everybody get up. I'll give you like 5 seconds to do that. Okay? Good. Okay, once you're up, we're gonna get started with the basic dance move or sequence that I like to do, and it's very simple. You just go step back so you can see. You go up, and then you go down, and go right, and then you go left. Okay, so go up, go down, go right, go left. Okay, so I'm sorry if the screen is flipped and my right looks like your left or my left looks like your right. I'm usually in live workshops able to fix that and like flip my screen, but for today you have to know what's your right and what's your left, okay? In case mine looks the opposite, okay? But rest assured, I'm using my right hand. Okay, go up, go down, go right, go left, and then you're gonna turn around on the spot until you can see me again. Makes sense? So go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around. Okay? Simple, right? So if you haven't stood up yet, you better stand up and do it. It's super easy, and trust me, it's going to be fun once I add the drumming. Okay? Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around. After you turn around, you're quickly going down and touching the ground, coming back up. Touch the ground. So you touch the ground and you come back up. So do it with me from the top. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground. Okay, then you touch the ground, you come back up. When you come back up, you're gonna do a freeze. I'm gonna say freeze. When I say freeze, you just freeze. So, but you kind of have to make a pose that you like. Now, this is my, please don't take my pose, okay? This is my pose, all right? Okay, so my pose is, I like to do it's very old school freeze, which is like freeze or like freeze. But you can do cool things. Don't steal this one either. Lots of kids like to take this one into the ninja kung fu one. But you know, you just gotta freeze in a cool or epic pose, okay? So from the top, 1, 2, 3, so we say, go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, freeze. One more time, go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, freeze. Okay, that's the first part of the sequence. The second part of the sequence is similar, very similar. You're gonna go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground. This is different. Go down, go up, freestyle. And this is where you get to let loose and do your own dance move, freestyle, as in like you can do the stuff that you like, you know, like the nice stuff. Okay, you can do any move that you want, right? But the key is you don't want to do something from like a video game or a copy. You don't want to do a dance that already exists. That's not freestyling, okay? So you don't want to do the floss, which sorry, I can't do the floss, okay? I can't do it. I tried. My kids tried to teach me the floss, and it just, I don't know. Maybe I was just like, I'm just a little too old for it. Maybe that's it, okay? So when I say freestyle, you can do whatever you want. Now, let's put it all together. There's two, right? The first one, you're going to freeze. The second one ends with freestyle, okay? So let's put them together. 1, 2, 3, from the top. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, freeze. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, go down, go up, freestyle. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, come on, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, we're gonna do it one more time from the very top. One more time from the very top. And after that, so I want you to like try to memorize the move, right? But I'll still help you by saying the words, but after we do it one more time from the very top, I'm gonna play the drum, and then you get to do it without me. That's why we're just gonna go over it one last time, okay? One more time, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, freeze. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, go down, go up, freestyle. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, come on, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, come on, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. You're ready to go, okay? So now I'll bring in my old conga drum. I hope you can see it on the screen here. I'll bring in my conga. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to say the words, go up, go down, but you're going to do it, and I'm going to play a nice beat for you so you can have fun with it, okay? So let's go from the top. Ready? You got it? Okay. 1, 2, 3, and go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, freeze. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around to the ground, go down, go up, freestyle. on. 1, 2, 3, and jump, 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 jump up and down and jump, 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 jump up and down. Come on, jump, 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 jump and jump and jump, 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 freeze. Okay. So there it is. That's the first part of the song, Dumela Kaufela. I'm just going over that today. It's the middle dance section. Next time we have a session like this, when you see me again, I'm gonna go over something called the oosh, which is a lot of fun too, and I'll start teaching the melody of the song too. Okay, it's pretty hot today, isn't it? It's pretty hot today, and I got some of that heat coming into my office here. But okay, let's move on. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk to you about today. It's like Dumela Kaufela, learning something like that. So let's move on. You saw how I was playing drums now. Now, I guess let me explain a little bit. I didn't grow up playing drums like this. I started playing drums very late in my life. So what I'd like to talk to you about is like how I started drumming. Because first things first, where I grew up, we couldn't afford drums. There's no way. We couldn't afford them. Like we just didn't, because they were quite expensive. I grew up in Namibia, and you had to import the drums from places like West Africa, so Ghana, places like that, and the Congo. Yeah, that's where you get them from. So they're very expensive. So it was very rare that somebody actually had a drum in Namibia, where I was from. So what did we do? We actually drummed on our desks. Like we did drumming on our desks. So that's what I'm going to go over a little bit. Like, how can you drum on your desk? So that is the next skill that I'm going to go over. But before I can even do that, I have to go over the other thing, which is the technology of a setup like what I have here today. Now, so like I said, this is completely different from, nobody else gets to see what I'm about to explain to you. And the thing that I'm going to go over is what do I have set up here in order to teach workshops. So I actually have 3 cameras set up. So what the angle that you see now, this angle, and you'll get to see this camera actually. I'll show it to you in a second. But this is my main camera, and so this camera I use if I speak to this camera, if I'm trying to speak to the audience, or even sometimes I'll do a show and I'm gonna do some singing and I'll take a mic. I don't see where's my microphones, but sometimes I'll have a mic and I'll just be singing. And I'm gonna do a real concert from this. So this is what I call my main screen. Also has my branding, which you'll find on my YouTube channel. So this is my main screen. My second screen that I use is, I'll just move my headphones, but I'll show you my second screen is this one. And this screen is basically what I use for instruments. Now, there's a few instruments here. I don't know if you can't see them all yet, but there's obviously the piano that's here. And so this is where I would do a lot of my writing from, but sometimes I'll be teaching drumming on the desk, which is what we're going to talk about today. I'll be teaching it from here because this camera angle is actually adjustable. See, you can switch it. And the last thing I teach from this angle, there's lots of cables here today because I wasn't really thinking of doing a full-on breakdown like this, but you're special, so let's do it, okay? The last thing I can also teach from this angle is this. So when I teach drumming, I can teach using this angle as well. So this is my other camera. So that's my second camera. My third camera is this one right here. Let me switch to it. Okay, so this is one where I'm sitting down. So if I was to have a Q&A and I wanted to chat with you, then then I would use this camera. And this is the camera. I ended on this one because I only have 3 cameras in here. But I ended on this camera because this is a mobile camera. It's on a tripod, so I can move it around, and that's what I'm actually going to do in a bit. But it's the camera does show like what is this drum. So the drum I was playing before, you can see it. You can see some of my xylophones down there. There are some other drums. I don't do this very often, can you tell? I don't know, I don't do this very often at all. But there are some other drums on the other side as well. Now this one is particularly important because I move it around all the time. So sometimes I'll have it in this formation, but other times, like I said, it's on a tripod, and then I'll move it, and then I would put it so that you can see my feet if I'm trying to teach you a dance move with my feet. And other times I'll move it so that you can see the side of the desk, which I'll do today when I'm teaching drumming on a desk. But I wanted to show you what does the main camera look like and what does my desk look like. Okay? So like I said, you're getting the whole view. So here's my desk. In order to be able to stand, so I've got my keyboard set up like this. There's actually, most people don't know, there's actually a television. Look at that. There's a television. There's a television that is my stand, and on the top of the television, see that? That is where my camera is. So that is my camera. That's the one I look at, and it's creating all these funky things because we're looking inside. We're looking at the same shot. So remember, that's this shot. If you remember, that's what this camera can see. Whoa, it's blurry first. Is it blurry for you? I don't know. Can't tell. So that's what it looks like, and then yeah. So that's this one. So now I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this camera because I'd like to move it so that you can really see the desk from the side. And the reason why I want you to be able to see the desk from the side is, well, it's just so much better than this angle if I'm teaching. Okay. So just bear with me. Now I'm pulling out the tripod, making the tripod longer. And yeah, I mean, I've do this multiple times, so I should be pretty quick with it. I mean, it's kind of like what I do almost at least once a week. I have to change, I call it formations. I have to change formations, so then I just have to adjust it. But let's give it a try here. Let's see what it's got. See? So now when I teach you a drumming sequence, instead of you seeing it like from here, you can see it from here because I've moved that camera which was on the thing. Okay, so as I said to you, I didn't grow up with drums, so we actually used to do a lot of our drumming on desks. Okay, so before we start, and I'm gonna do you a little breakdown for you how we used to play. I'm just gonna play an example for you. Okay, so this is what we used to play like. So there you can see like how I used to play, and that was as a kid. I'm surprised I still remember that really, because that was a long time ago, and that's how I used to play. And so before I talk about that, I want to show you a real drum, and you'll see that I play very differently when I play on a real drum as opposed to on a desk. Very different style, right? Very, very different. So there's 2 tones that we're trying to create here. And the one is like the bass, which is like doom. It's like the boom or the bass, right? And so that's when you play it on a drum, you hit it in the middle. And then you're also trying to make a sound that's very bright, like a, and that I did with my tongue. Like that. That's the sound. So you want like we call it a slap. So bass sounds like low, slap sounds high. So you can the rhythm I was playing for you before uses those two, and it sounds like this. Go up, go down, go right, go left, turn around. So that slap is like it's kind of very different from the bass, but the bass keeps everything grounded. So bass, slap, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. So if you don't have a drum, and that's what we're talking about today, right? If you don't have a drum, so you're at home, okay? You're at home, you don't have a drum. And like I said, that was me when I was your age. I did not have my first drum I got when I was like 27, okay? That's when I got my first drum. So, I mean, yes, you can buy these drums too at Long and McQuaid. Here's a great pro tip for you. You can rent them, okay? For probably $20 or $30 a month or something. You can rent a drum, and just for a month, why don't you just take it for a spin, okay? So that's an idea. But if you don't have a drum, you can also start by playing on a desk. And so on the desk, you can make those same tones, but your bass, you can't just hit it in the middle and expect it to sound different from the top. It's not going to go like bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. It does work a little bit, but what's even more effective for a bass sound is if you hit with this part of your hand. Now, this part of your hand is very sensitive, so I'm going to warn you right now that you don't want to over hit too hard with this part of your hand. Please, okay? I love you very much. That's why I'm warning you about this ahead of time. Do not hit too hard. But this will give you a nice bass. Bass, 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 bass. Okay, so I'm going overboard. I shouldn't hit that hard, but that's what you use to hit a bass. Okay, so hit a bass. So if you want to play that beat that I did before, you can try. You can try to use this as your slap, and it'll sound like this. Now that is a tricky rhythm, so you don't have to start with that rhythm. You can maybe start with something like this. So dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. So dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Okay, that's a very easy one to start. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Okay, so you can start with something like that. But this one, I hope by the end of all of our sessions together, you're going to be able to play this one. Very famous one. Now, lastly, you might have seen when I was playing before, and this is where I'll end today, I also use my knuckles. And of course, knuckles, if you really think about it, that's how most of us even knock on a door. And the reason when we use our knuckles when we knock on the door is because it creates that really bright sound. So the real thing, I would say, is not to play your slap here, but you should actually use your knuckles to play your slap. So you can have a knuckle going here and a bass going there. So remember that one I taught you before? Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Remember that one? So it's gonna sound like this. Now just trying that, because I don't play this very often, but that kind of hurt my knuckles. Okay, so don't get overexcited and hurt your knuckles like me. Okay, don't do that. But of course, if you like knock on a door as well, Oh, you know what? I use this part of my knuckles. Let's go. I used this part of my knuckles. I should use this part. That's the part I knock with when I knock on the door. This part. Okay, let's try again. Maybe it won't hurt this time. Side camera. So see, I'm going to change my angle. Okay, there you go. Now let's try that other rhythm, the one that we want to work towards maybe by the end of 4 sessions. It's this one. Okay, so there you go. That's a one way to play using your knuckles. But for me, I like to switch between the two knuckles like this. Using one hand. Yeah, that's me. That's how I like to play it. So you want to work up to that. So let's try that. Remember that dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. See that? Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. So just like that. You just alternate. Very easy. Okay, so that's how I like to play, and the reason for that is then I can play. I can use that, and I can add another rhythm like takadum tak takadum. I don't really like. Maybe by the end I'll be able to explain to you how I play that. But when I play that rhythm, I learned it from a young age, so I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, when I play it, but I'll think about how I would teach you that. But for now, if you want to get started, please practice this on your own time. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun tak dun dun. Okay, so there you go. That's some basics. And last thing I'll show you is, I guess, just to come back up here. Oh, there it is. Okay, if you also want to practice, I wonder if I have anything to probably stand on it because I switched my camera now. You can also play just up on your, just kind of like on your lap. Okay. Because it doesn't hurt. Okay, so you can also play on your lap, but when you play on your lap, you want to play like you're playing on a real drum. In other words, you hit a little bit low to get a bass, but what you're doing when you play on your lap is that you're just practicing. Like you're just practicing a rhythm. So how do I use playing on my lap? If I hear a song on TV or a song on radio that I really like, I'm like, oh, I really like that beat. Then I just start playing along to the song, whatever I want to play, because it's nice and soft, I will play it on my lap. So if I'm like, oh, that's a nice song, whatever you can play, because that and playing on a desk is what you can do immediately if you want to start improving your rhythm. Okay, if you want to start improving your rhythm, and you can work yourself up to becoming a musician. Now, you don't necessarily have to be able to play drums to be a musician. In fact, I'll end off by telling you that my career as a musician, I started out as a singer, and I still am a singer. So I was recently nominated for Children's Artist of the Year at the Western Canadian Music Awards. And with that nomination, how did I get it? It's from my new album. My album, you can listen to it on iTunes, Spotify, all of these things. And if you go and listen to that album, you'll notice that none of the percussions, if you read what they call the liner notes of the record, you'll notice that I don't actually play a lot of instruments on that album. I have a team of 7, 8, I think it's 9 people who played on that album, and they play all the percussion, they play all the instruments. I can play a little bit of piano, but I hired a piano player to be able to do that. Why am I telling you this? Well, my thing is I'm a singer, but I always say, it's a good idea if you like music to pick up something. It could be a drum, something. It's just to help, because what it does is if you want to sing, it frees up, an opportunity for you to be able to teach, or it makes it so that you can also make some music with your singing. Does that make sense? So for example, if I was to say, do me la ka, fe la, do me la ho, do me la ka. You know what I'm saying? I can add something to my singing. Now, I'm going to talk about producing beats as well in this session. So what I mean is, you can also just produce beats for yourself, and that is actually my generation. When I was about 15, 16, that's what we did. We did beat production, which is I still do that. I still produce a lot of beats from home. So I'm also going to show you that. And then when you produce those beats, for that, you need to be able to play a little bit of piano. And that's something you can do in your own time, but I will go over all of that with you. So in a nutshell, I hope you had a good time today. Once again, my name is Garth Prince. If you're interested in checking out like what does it look like when I perform, you can check out my YouTube channel and just search my name. Oh, it's over there. Search my name and check out my YouTube channel. You can make comments on there too if you have a question for me for next week. So if you want me to go over I don't know, songwriting or something like that, you can go on there and you can just comment at any time. And even like if this is weeks and weeks and weeks after, if this is weeks and weeks after, if you happen to see this video later, like in the future ever, I'm okay if you go on any of my videos. Now, because my channel is safe for children, it doesn't always allow comments on all my videos. There's only a few select videos. You just have to click around and see which one it is on YouTube, and just post something and say, hey, I met you here, and you'll see other kids do it all the time. I met you here, can you please make a video about this? Or can you make a video about this? Or can you talk more about this? And I'll make a video talking about, you know, some extra things that you would like. But if you do it right now, within the 4 weeks, I can incorporate it into the Kids Up Front videos, so that I teach it in whatever you'd like me to teach in these videos as well. So that's my time that I have for today. I hope you have fun. I hope you learned something. As always, you know, I always close by saying, whatever it is you choose to do, whether it is music, whether it is any other job, whether it's any other career, whether it's whatever it is, sport, just give it your best shot. And that's what I do every day. So thank you, and have a awesome rest of your day. Bye.